Pioneer in the distance. There are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Takes this to the 27, giving 4 yards.
That's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously got to carry the ball well by the people in front. Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On play action, here's Tua. Throws right side, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets it down to the 32. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check right. Strike.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Moved them down for a win in the defense's column.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Lutz now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Bullard. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Allen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bullard. Throw out wide to Walker. And some room to work. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Seattle touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Hey, on 2nd down, they'll run it here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Slot man moves right. To throw on 2nd down. Bullard. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And some room to run now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. Here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try and run Walker. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying the left side with Walker. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! Ken Walker with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here we go. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far. And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. On third down, Bullard. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That third down conversion good for 23. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Walker with a grab, left side. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Saints will have the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
63 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Right, 97. Ultra, go ultra.
Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. This is intercepted. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bullard. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Bullard. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Black Ultra.
Tua sets up to pass it. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
10 cycles.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Kennedy.
Let's go.
Tua now on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua, and a catch made by Walters. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and goal, Tua under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa under pressure, and they got to him again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trent McDuffie with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal. But by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give them 6 points going the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. We've now seen 3 consecutive one-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
What is the deal?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bullard. Open man, this is Lewis. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Cole, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
that belt to that ass.
So the victory
And
here
can't even
for
score.
Seattle on one side of this
Talking
trophy
all that
case
shit.
of victory.